Hi, welcome to Vegetables Day 118. It's Weigh-In Wednesday. And so, today was an okay day. Didn't really do much. Didn't really do much. Part of it is because I woke up this morning with a sore throat. Scott's been fighting a sore throat for a few days now, so I'm guessing that's where it came from. Grandson had one last week. He did get tested for the virus, and it was negative, and well, I went along with him, and I tested as well, and it was negative as well. So, Scott hasn't gone anywhere. So anything that he got from me and or Justin. So I don't think it's anything to be concerned about. He is getting better today, and just not all. The only symptoms you have is a cough, sore throat, maybe a little bit of a stuffy in the head. But as far as weighing in, I have been weighing myself the last couple of days. Because I did realize that by not weighing myself, I don't have that internal stop when it comes to what I eat and how much I eat. So if I know, I've tried it, and every time tried not to weigh every day, and every time I don't weigh every day, that happens. That I just don't have the maybe I better not eat that little creature or whatever, spirit in the back of my head. Conscience, that's what it is. So I just started weighing myself again every day. And this morning, I was 238.8. And this afternoon, I was 240.9. So almost back to where I was when I stopped weighing myself every day. So definitely a tool I'm going to be continuing to do. I'm not necessarily going to report it to you every day. Maybe if I meet some kind of a milestone in the middle of the week, maybe I might, but I'll just report it on a weekly basis as far as how I'm doing. And on that note, if you've been watching the videos, you know how much I've been struggling with my diet. I want to really switch to whole foods, plant-based diet, no animal products whatsoever. And because I know deep down inside my heart that that's what's going to reverse my heart disease. And it's the best chance that I have to not need cancer treatment again. But I've been struggling. I just haven't had the determination. I don't want to say willpower, because I think not eating certain things that you should, that are not good for you, it goes far beyond willpower. And I say that because if you have the commitment to yourself and the motivation, willpower is not necessary. Your motivation for not eating a particular food, at least for me, my motivation for not eating a particular food far exceeds any need that I have to use willpower to not eat it. Now, I did kind of regress a little bit today because, well, let me back up a little bit. On Monday, I saw a presentation by Dr. Milton Mills, and I did find at the Real Truth About Health conference, and I did find that presentation on the Dr. Mills's website. So I'll put a link to that in the description box below. And quick break. If you hear thunder, it's because it's pouring. Did you hear it? Absolutely pouring right now. But that presentation was about diet and cancer. And while it didn't talk a whole lot about blood cancers, it did give enough information that I realized I'm done. I am done eating animal products. Well, mostly done. A couple of areas I'm still struggling. But since watching that presentation, beginning with yesterday morning, the only animal products I've had is a little bit of half and half in my coffee. And then this morning, I put cheese on my breakfast. And I think it's because I'd never tried it without cheese. And I was afraid I wasn't going to like it. But just like the Subway sandwich that I mentioned yesterday that I have on the menu for this week, I didn't even taste the cheese. What I had for breakfast this morning is I took the little diced potatoes, they're about yay big, and they're frozen. I put some of those in the air fryer, and then on the stove I cooked a combination of vegetables. I had a whole onion, a whole green pepper, 4 small cloves of garlic, a jalapeno, some leftover broccoli. I had I'd say maybe a cup of frozen broccoli left, so I'm like, I want to have a cruciferous vegetable this morning, so I threw that in. It might seem kind of weird for breakfast, but the first time you do it, it's really not weird, especially if you've got a whole bunch of other vegetables mixed in. So on top of the broccoli, I also had mushrooms, frozen corn, and then when it was just about done, I cut up some cherry tomatoes and threw that on just long enough for them to get warmed. Not to actually cook, but just to get warmed up. And so then I took the potatoes that I had cooked in the air fryer, put that in the bottom of a bowl. And it's the big white bowls that I have. You've seen them in pictures before. Put the potatoes in the bottom of the bowl. Then I put the cheese on. And then I put on the vegetables. And while I was cooking the vegetables, I seasoned them with salt, pepper, a couple of times. And then right before the vegetables were done, I also added onion powder, garlic powder, cumin, and smoked paprika. And, seasoned it very well. I think part of the reason in the past why I haven't liked a lot of my dishes is because I don't put enough seasoning on them. So I made sure almost what I thought would be over seasoning them. And it was so delicious. And I had that with my cup of coffee. And the bowl was full, and I wasn't even able to eat it all before I got full. So the next time, and this is very similar to a dish that I make pretty much at least once a week, and that's what was on the menu for this morning. So the next time I make it, I'm not going to put cheese on it. So other than that cheese, today, and the little bit of half and half in my cup of coffee, I've tried it without it, and nope. Something about the half and half just gives it a flavor that I like with the coffee. But regardless, except for that, I have had no animal products or ingredients since. For dinner, we did eat out. I did have Taco Bell. But what I did is I got a bean burrito. Now, normally on the bean burrito, there's the red sauce, beans, onions, and cheese. So I ordered them without cheese, but I added rice and tomatoes. And it was absolutely delicious. I had 3 of them. Yeah, I know, probably a little excessive, but I've not had anything else to eat. And then when I was at the drugstore picking up some cold medicine, Scott had asked for some sugar-free chocolate. And after I ate my burritos tonight, I thought, well, let's go have a piece of chocolate. But before I did, I double checked to see if there was any milk. And I bought 2 different kinds. I bought chocolate caramel, and I bought dark chocolate. And I figured the caramel one would have milk in it, and it did. But I was surprised. I thought only milk chocolate had milk in it. No, this dark chocolate's got milk in it too. So I'm like, nope, not doing it. Because that presentation by Dr. Mills was so compelling that it gave me the motivation, not the willpower. Because if I would have relied on my willpower, I would have ate that chocolate. If I would have relied on my willpower, I would have just ordered 2 bean burritos and say, oh, well, it's got cheese on it, who cares? But that presentation gave me so much motivation that I was able to say no. I've got to change my point of view from my motivation is not even a point of view. It's my motivation. I need to obviously losing weight is not enough of a motivation or a reason. Many experts say you have to know your why. And for me, wanting to lose weight is not enough of a why. Getting off my medications is not enough of a why. But getting healthy and not wanting to have treatment again for my leukemia, that's my why. And if not having meat products is the way to do it, I don't know if it is or isn't, but if it is, I have to at least give it a try. And so I also need to think of it in terms of the cinnamon and the citric acid. I absolutely love the flavor of cinnamon. Love it. But because I know that it hurts, irritates my bladder and it puts me in pain, that's my motivation to not eat it and to begin looking at the back of the labels to see if there's cinnamon in a product. So now, I'm glad that I found a copy of that presentation, because when I start feeling demotivated and figure, oh, well, you know, one slice of cheese or one glass of milk or one cheeseburger or one chicken sandwich isn't going to make a difference. Hopefully all I will have to do is rewatch that presentation and my motivation will be returned. And I know over the last 4 months, I know I've been doing, kind of one of these things. I'll be not motivated, and then I'll be kind of like, oh, I'm motivated, and then I'm like, motivation will sink. And then so I'm just on this big roller coaster of, no, I'm not going to eat. Yes, I'm going to, whatever. Too busy, too tired, too sore. I'm going to eat. And then, oh, I'm not going to eat. And I think that's pretty normal, especially when you're getting over an addiction. I know dairy is definitely an addiction for me. So, I'm going to try things like I did today. Try things with dairy on it, like cheese. And then really take the time to taste what I'm eating with the cheese to see, do I taste the cheese? And 9 times out of 10, I find out I don't taste the cheese. I mean, I haven't been putting cheese on hamburgers for a while. I'd go to Burger King and ask for a Whopper. Do you want cheese on it? No. So then I started going other places and saying, do you want cheese? No. So, I'm hoping that trend continues. And I can learn to live without it. Well, that's my weigh-in for today. Weighing in on not only the scale, but also weighing in on, where I'm at in regards to my journey. And, I hope that you'll continue to follow me on this journey. And no, I'm not going to call it an adventure like Crocs in the Kitchen. I know they're just trying to be different. But, I mean, the other thing is, I didn't think about this. On weigh-in days, I should, talk about my move goal of 600 calories. Right now, I'm at 437. But there were some days that, I wasn't motivated to wear my watch. So, those numbers were very, very low. Exercise, I actually recorded 3 minutes today. And then my stand goal, I'm at 10 of 12 hours, but it's not even 9 o'clock yet, so I'm sure I'll meet that goal. And then for calories, right now I'm at 3,836. It's been raining, so I've, spent a lot of time in the house, and I'm still recovering from the torn muscle in my leg, or not torn, pulled muscle in my leg. And I still went to physical therapy yesterday, so a little tuckered out from that. But, I'm doing better today, much better. And, I didn't eat the meat yesterday, so today I'm feeling, except for my sore throat, I'm feeling better. Okay, so, like I said, I hope that you're continuing to enjoy following me every day. Please comment, give me the thumbs up, and subscribe so that I can, have the opportunity for this channel to grow. Share it. Especially if you find that presentation is something that speaks to you, at the very least, share my videos so that you'd have the link to, so that You can follow the link to Dr. Mills's presentation. And then hit that notification bell so that you know when I upload the video every day. In the meantime, you enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow.